Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Doug Costin busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Right here, guys.
from just shy of midfield. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Love now to pass on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Oh, good move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On play action. Love to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
All tied after 1. First down, going to the air with Love. Being chased out left. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the
Love now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
At their own 25. Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, come on, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Love looking to throw it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Hot ball.
It's time for the tailback. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Strip that ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Love. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Love. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 36, Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Jones now on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, watch Sam. Check,
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Following the interception, Love. Campbell making the catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 51.
First down, Love to pass. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Going back to Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action this time with Love. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, what a move. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. But Justin Jefferson coming off such a sensational rookie year. He wows him again here with big yardage after the catch. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Steelers 28. Bradley.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the 27, Love. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Milage. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle by A.J. Epinesa.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This pass caught by Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the 22, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Jones' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
54.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Steelers 35.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Looking for Campbell downfield. It got his man complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Paris Campbell, 53 yards. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
54.
From the 31, he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 23, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Steelers 49, Buccaneers 38.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all night.
Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Blue 32. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna.
They'll run here with Balaj. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
To throw now. Here's Love. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On third down, Love looking deep downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Throwing. Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's got his tight end Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
65.
Go, Mike. 22 needle. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check White. Let's make these babies ready.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
51 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on off.